So this is a 2AR for round 5. The 2NR was politics and case. Only through visas can we attract entrepreneurs to America, greatly improving innovation, which is key to renewable energy sources and creating a smart grid. That's key to warming. Green technology was built over globally to all countries. That's proven only by combating warming now would make adaptation possible. We had a critical warming strategy that's Hansen. Warming causes extinction abilities with ice sea level rise 80 meters, drastically decreasing the carrying capacity. We also turn their ice age advantage, which means we access all these impacts. The only argument on warming is that it doesn't cause extinction, but they conceded that we're on the brink. Now that's the one. Earth is cooling, but they conceded then the block the ice age arguments are false. Different time frames. That's glob and a key misconception that the negative does not understand is that we have evidence that indicates that Mexico is key to entrepreneurs that are key to software to plan. That's Molina. This was extended to 1 year. It indicates that workers from Mexico are key to solve for the F. We did not consider this go to politics. There are 4 reasons why the DISA is not unique, all of which was mishandled on the block and conceded in the 2 and are all their evidence predicated on the fact that the Senate bill supports it, but a key part that they don't understand is the House will prevent the bill from ever happening. One, the House is skeptical of reform as the merits. The bill is viewed as a skeptical of reform of immigration reform on the merits, as it's viewed as amnesty, that they don't want to see political benefits of the bill. That's the buoy evidence. And 2, the House was stretched out of the debate. The House have slowed down their process in deciding by taking piece by piece approach that was stretched out of the debate. That's GOP. That the GOP is just passing the ball around until there's no time left, all the way until Washington meets again in the autumn. The immigration will no longer be a priority. That's Johnson. And Congress is currently recessed, meaning that this won't happen in time for whereas the affirmative. The plan is passed directly due to magic of the fiat. Even after the recess, immigration won't no longer be a priority, meaning that it will never be passed. And 3, probably the most damning concession around is the Kilgore evidence, which indicates that it will not pass because of the Hastert rule, which indicates that there's no feasible plan to overcome the Hastert rule, and that Boehner is limited the power of the Democrats to bring the immigration up for a vote on the House, on the floor of the House. This independently is the reason why the immigration bill won't pass on the DISA is not unique. And 4, it won't pass because of the debt and budget decrease. In case that Republicans aren't able to pass it due to debt and economic issues involved, all their evidence indicates that the Senate has passed immigration, but none of the evidence takes into account the likelihood of the House passing bill. All of which of the above we have listed 4 reasons why the bill will not pass. They spend 2 minutes and 2 an hour explaining why the Senate has passed the bill, but those arguments do not carry over to the likelihood of the House passing immigration. Even if you don't buy it, we access this that they concede that the Matthews and Ross card, which indicates that guest worker programs will make the border more secure, which is the entirety of the DISA. The guest worker program would cut down the need for border patrol and fix the problem in the border, and creating this problem makes more needs of workers and employees. Another damning concession was the mishandling of the E-Verify argument, which sure is a bill that currently exists, but the bill means that whenever immigrants come, they are sorted and sent back to the country that they come from. The argument that we are making is that because the bill will prevent immigrants from working, all at which means that the DISA does not solve for a case because E-Verify will send workers back. Only through direct visas can workers be given the power to come to the United States and be able to work. Even if you don't buy that, there's another reason why we access the agriculture and economy and warming impact, because they can see the fully evidence, which indicates that that the E-Verify will collapse all those impacts and will cripple the agriculture by depriving workers, and same applies to skilled labor. The reason why the affirmative access are impacts better is because with the DISA, workers are sent back to their home country because E-Verify, which means that there's still a shortage of workers to solve for the app. Only do the app can we access all the impacts by giving direct visas, which solve best. Avoids E-Verify creating sufficient labor supplies that remedy the advantage of the apps. And at the bottom of the flow, they have conceded a couple major arguments. First is 1 year 5, which a rational policymaker could pass both the plan and the DISA. The reason why we access the impacts of the case in the DISA, a rational policymaker can plus both the plan and the DISA, in which both cases are forms of immigration. The reason why you prefer this is because you can do the plan and the disadvantage of the disadvantage isn't a logical opportunity. First, only we access a logical opportunity cost. That's key to decision-making skills and portable skills that debate is key to use in the real world. This is the biggest impact in the round. Nothing else in the round matters or comes to affect us in real world except that what we get from the round. And first, our interpretation solves infinite regression. This is about whether the DISA has a logical opportunity cost to affirmative. If their DISA were a counterplan, the perm would solve, but with the real disadvantage like the relations DISA or spinning DISA with real internal link chains, we couldn't do the plan in DISA. Second, portable skills outweighs critiques of advantages in case makes grounded level and hard to debate in a good debate. It leads to in-depth critical thinking. Education outweighs fairness because we came into the debate round to learn not to worry about possible skews. And also, plan is key to spark CIR. The app is an instance of immigration. We give visas to workers. Thus, this will kickstart the entirety of the process, and impact outweighs the link. If the DISA has key relations, and since both the app and the DISA are the same, politicians won't repeal one just because of visas.